All right, folks, time for our final dating question.
Oh.
What is the best way to end a first date?
Ooh.
Is it
okay?
A, with a kiss?
Yes.
Like
B,
that.
a simple hug?
Okay, that's okay too.
C,
That's the vibe.
get the valet to do it for you?
Oh.
Wait, hug
Or
her, kisser?
D, deflate her, put her in your backpack, and walk out of that Olive Garden with your head held high?
I'm gonna go D for you, Jeff.
Well,
She's not shocked. She always looks like that.
Yeah.
today's call, none of those options were selected, but something much more embarrassing was. You're going to find out the awkward way this date ended with your second date update right after this. I'm not sure if you guys remember this, but about 6 months ago, we did an awkward Tuesday phone call with a listener named Kevin
Okay.
who wanted to ask out his coworker. And he was super nervous about it, needed our advice.
Okay.
The call wasn't perfect.
Yeah.
He had some stumbles along the way,
That
but
doesn't sound like our show, Jeff.
every call that we do,
Yeah.
absolutely flawless.
I'm
But-
trying to remember what happened.
Well,
What was the outcome?
In the end, she did say yes and agree to a date with him.
But wasn't it kind of like, I guess?
I don't know. It was a yes.
Okay,
Bottom
that's all that
line.
matters.
Now,
All right.
apparently they went out a few times. Things fizzled, didn't quite last. So Kevin has jumped back into the beautiful oasis we call the modern dating pool.
Oh, man.
Okay.
And again, that was months ago. So Kevin, how's it been? Have you had a lot of dates in that time?
Like 10.
10?
10,
Oh.
10 days.
Dude,
I've
you're
had 10
doing-
dates in the last 2 years.
I feel like
Wow.
you're doing some work.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Dang.
You're a catch.
Yeah, but I actually haven't had a second date.
Ooh.
Oh,
But
Oh,
is
none
that
of
from
them?
your choosing? Like maybe you didn't want to go out again with any of them?
No, I would have been happy to go out with really any of them again.
oh,
Okay.
Oh.
okay.
That's hard.
Yeah, that
Yeah,
hurts.
that hurts.
Way to set 'em
but
up for
you're
that,
here.
Brooke.
You're here. We're going to help you.
Yeah, they haven't been the greatest. I actually had a really bad one.
Oh, no.
Yeah, she was a nice girl, I thought. But when I walked her out to her car, I opened the door, and then she just sucker punched me and then drove off.
Wait, what?
Did you say she punched you?
I'm so sorry to laugh. I did not expect that sentence to
That
happen.
is terrible.
Did
like
you
in the
deserve
face? Did she punch you in the face?
It's actually in the back of my head.
Ow.
I was opening her door, and then all of a sudden, I just felt this, like,
Oh.
Why?
Wow.
Did you ask permission to open the door for her? Because she may really have not liked that.
You weren't fast enough for her?
maybe so. I don't know if she thought I was going to kiss her or...
Your head was. How are you going
She's
to kiss her
behind
when?
you.
Yeah.
Maybe she thought that you were trying to steal her car,
See,
so she had
that's
to
the
stop
only
you.
thing that I'm thinking. It has to be a self-defense move,
Right?
right?
Date. He's not like, hey, give me the keys. I'm like, jiggle up and everything. Get out of
I
here.
don't know.
Was it that bad?
I don't know.
Not giving off good vibes.
Some people give off natural Grand Theft Auto
Yeah.
vibes, so maybe you fell into that category.
Just ask, are you okay?
Now I am, yeah.
Sounds
Okay.
confused, still concussed a little
Wow.
So is Sucker Punch Girl the one you want us to call for a second date
bit. Please,
update?
no, bro.
I kind of want to talk to her.
No.
I
We
wanna
need
find
details.
out.
Brooke, we'll call her a Brooke Fighter.
Well, who do you want to call?
I've had this really bad luck until I met Chelsea.
Chelsea.
Okay, it's a new girl.
Okay.
Okay.
No
Yeah.
physical violence, I hope.
Yeah, tell us about I'm assuming you went on a date with Chelsea?
Yeah, she didn't punch me.
That's all we need to
Good.
know, actually. That's perfect.
We're improving.
I thought it was a good sign, and we
That is.
connected the best out of all of the first dates I went on.
Okay,
Oh,
what
that's
made
important.
what made it the best?
I just felt like I could talk to her because, like, when we went on our coffee date, it was a good conversation, even though it didn't last very long.
Okay,
It was actually only like 20 minutes.
20
Oh.
minutes.
Oh.
Why was it so short?
You know, I'm not really sure. My friend stopped by, and
Stop
Ooh,
by.
your friend.
yeah, I don't really know why.
Okay, so
Oh,
you
she-
had a friend come by randomly and you talked to the friend a little bit and
Yeah.
you feel like maybe she got offended that the attention was taken away from her?
I don't know. That would be weird to me.
She got a friend in.
Well,
That
Okay.
happens.
If you're only there for 20 minutes and you have a 5-minute
Yeah.
conversation with a friend, that's
Yeah.
1/4 of the date.
Especially
You
if they're
know?
trying to play it off. Hey, Brooke, good to see you here.
Yeah, aren't
Yeah.
you successful and beautiful?
Yeah, successful.
I feel like I normally wouldn't ask this, but I feel like I need to know. Chelsea, she's not the barista, right? You're not considering that a date.
That's
Oh.
creative.
Like she doesn't work there?
No, she doesn't work there.
Okay.
That's a good question. I
Okay,
guess.
so-
how did it end?
Yeah, after the 20 minutes, how did you two leave it?
She said she had to do something, so we got up and left. And I guess that was kind of weird too, because I was kind of like behind her for a couple of blocks while she
What?
Wait, what?
walked
Oh,
away.
wait, was she,
Wait,
you
were
guys
there?
left and
Oh my
walked the
God.
same direction
That's
to your
like
cars?
the most
Yeah.
awkward thing ever.
Oh,
And then she
no.
started to jog, and then you started to
no.
jog.
You're like, hey, I'm going to run after you in case someone weird chases you.
Oh.
I lost her.
Oh,
I lost her.
Okay.
Don't say it like
she
that.
lost you, I think.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's the real way.
Okay.
Did she know you were back there?
I don't think so. I don't
Okay.
know.
Okay, but you weren't following her. That was just a coincidence that you had the same route home.
Dude, I hate that even when that happens with my friends.
Yeah.
And we say goodbye at the restaurant, and then we're like,
Yeah, we're all going the same
Yeah.
direction.
oh,
yeah.
okay, I should have done this later.
Yeah,
Okay.
you get it. You get it.
All right, so
Yeah.
how long has it been since this 20-minute date?
Like right at 2 weeks.
2 weeks, okay.
Okay.
Oh, that's not good.
And have you reached out much with her?
I was texting her quite a bit. Yeah.
Oh.
Oh,
Oh,
We may have
the
overdone
opposite.
it. Yeah.
Oh, no.
we may find out if
Ah.
you've crossed any lines or how many texts you've actually sent when we call her here.
I think it's more how far he did cross the line.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's
Well-
see. Yeah.
Or maybe
You
you're,
backpedal
maybe
a
right in
little.
that sweet spot. We don't know.
Uh-huh.
Hmm.
Brooke, remember when you said you had hope?
Yeah. I do. I do have hope. As long as you didn't send her a picture of the back of her head as she was walking away from you on the
Yeah,
sidewalk.
that's good.
He was just trying to make sure she doesn't get sucker punched back there like he did.
I was going to say.
When I was on last time, Brooke, you told me to be, more assertive. So I'm really trying to be here.
Oh,
Yeah.
boy. Now he's so assertive, he follows ladies in their cars.
There's a balance that we need to discuss.
The
But
good thing is, though, your
maybe we'll
intentions
figure it
were
out.
pure. You
And-
weren't trying to be weird. You were just trying to walk to your car.
And
You're
maybe
fine.
that's not why she's not calling you back
Exactly.
at all.
Yeah.
We're making stuff
Okay,
up.
well, let's call her and use that assertion to aggressively get you a second date when we call Chelsea right after this. Hold on. Don't you hate it when you're on a first date and the girl says she has to go and you accidentally follow her all the way home?
No, Jeff.
I think it was only 3 blocks, to be fair. I mean,
Yeah.
enough blocks to be alarming.
Yeah.
But
Quote, he lost her.
That's what happened to our listener, Kevin. Sort of.
Yeah.
He wasn't following his date, Chelsea, on purpose. They just left the coffee shop at the same time, and he coincidentally was walking behind her on the street for a long, long while.
I mean, at any point did you think, you know what, I should take a different route?
Or just
Yeah.
stop for a second.
Yeah, stop. Hopefully he didn't think speed up.
Yeah.
Right? Oh, my God, let me catch up with her.
Did that thought come to your mind at all, Kevin?
Any of those?
Yeah, well, I didn't think it was that weird. And so I've been thinking about it like while we were on hold. And I think you should tell her that I didn't intentionally walk behind her because I really didn't.
Okay, so you want us to let
Okay.
her know that.
Okay.
Yeah, totally.
Okay.
Okay.
We're not exactly sure what happened there. We just know that the date was only 20 minutes long, which is kind of short to get to know someone. That's honestly the bigger concern for me. Like, why
Why
did she
she
only
had to
stay
go.
for 20 minutes?
I
The
mean-
following is a totally different story.
If you
know.
were in a hurry, why would you even schedule a date during that time?
Maybe she's
right?
just trying to squeeze it in. It's like one of those pre-dates.
Oh,
where it's just
yeah.
like a quick coffee, like, will
That's
this be
true.
worth a full night?
You didn't catfish her with like a photo of Liam Hemsworth, did you?
Uh-oh.
Because you do
No,
sound like a
no.
Liam to me right now.
Ooh,
Kind of
shit.
hunky.
I'm actually blushing right now, but no.
Kevin
Oh.
Hemsworth
Okay.
does not have a name. Like that.
Yeah.
To
Could
it.
have fooled me.
Yeah.
But let's call Chelsea here. We'll see if we can get an explanation from her if she picks up. All right, here we go.
Hello.
Hey, is this Chelsea?
This is who's calling?
This is a radio show calling called Brooke and Jeffrey in the morning.
Hey, Chelsea.
Good morning.
What is this?
This
It's
is
fun.
For us, at
for
least.
some of us, it's fun. It's a segment we do called a second date update, and we're looking to. Sorry.
Okay.
Yeah, she's just listening.
Oh, okay.
She's actively listening.
By interrupting me, but it's okay. We're trying to help out one of our listeners that you went out on a date with recently. He says he had a really good time with you, but it ended kind of short. His name is Kevin.
Okay.
I'm hoping that was a smile and not a laugh.
Yeah.
That's
We're-
a sensitive reaction.
We're calling because Kevin told us a little bit about your guys' date,
Coffee date.
coffee date, and from what we heard, it sounded pretty fun.
Tame.
Short.
That was 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
But he
That's
really
what he said.
he liked you. He thought you were awesome. He wanted to see you again.
He said he's been pursuing it actually and texting you, trying to organize something, but he doesn't understand why nothing's happening.
Yeah, he has sent me quite a few texts, but I guess I'm confused as to why he doesn't understand why things aren't moving forward.
Did you write him back? I guess we never asked if you ever texted him back.
Or is it like that obvious?
From my perspective, it was pretty obvious.
Okay.
He
The-
does.
The only idea that he had about the date, about why it would have ended so quickly, is he did mention one of his friends stopped by and said hi.
Oh, that too, yeah.
That's what he said. He said a friend stopped by.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Really quick.
Something like that.
Are you think that they weren't actually friends?
Was it an enemy?
Was it his ex?
No, I mean, as far as I know, I don't think it was an ex, but I don't know, 30 seconds a minute into us meeting at the coffee shop, this guy comes over and sits like right next to us, isn't looking at me at all. So I asked Kevin, I was like, hi, can we introduce him? He's like, well, no, don't. He's not engaged in the conversation. He's just my emotional support friend.
Oh.
Like an animal? Like
Emotional support friend?
That's kind of funny.
So originally I thought he might have been kidding.
Yeah.
And so I laughed and he's like, it's not funny. This is Charles. I've had a couple of poor dates and Charles is really there to just kind of help me with my confidence and communicate
What's
more
true?
effectively.
Wasn't that kind of endearing to you? Like,
He
buddy.
wants to make sure the date goes well.
I mean, I think if maybe I had been given a heads up, I would have been more open to the idea.
Okay.
Was it the
That's
bright
fair.
yellow vest that threw you off?
Emotional support friend vest?
And hat?
Dude, that's amazing that he can find a friend that will take the time to go on a date with him.
I would do that for my friends.
But I'll say, I think that says a lot about Kevin, that he must be a good friend.
I need to know, is Charles sitting on his phone? Is he just listening, taking
Yeah.
notes? Like,
Is he
what's
staring
Charles
at you
doing?
guys?
We got the impression that he just popped in real quick and left.
No, not at all. He was there the whole time. He wasn't really engaging in the conversation. He was just there.
Did he hype Kevin up ever? You know, like,
He's not a hype man, Brooke.
well, I just didn't know how
Giving
the support
thumbs up
Yeah,
came
how
in.
do you
side.
support?
I mean, he laughed at some of the things that Kevin said, but beyond
Okay.
that,
Yeah.
there wasn't much
no.
interaction.
Hey,
Okay.
everybody needs a good backup laugh friend.
No,
right?
Charles
That's
needs to move a
me.
few tables over.
Yeah, we didn't know that was how it played out. We got a little bit of a different version of that story.
I wonder if Charles is on the phone too.
Yeah, because
Oh my gosh.
we have an emotional support friend quietly listening on the other line right now,
Yeah.
just to make sure that I do a good job with this segment, and that person is Kevin.
Yeah, Kevin's here.
What? He's on the phone?
Yeah, and he's really actually he wants to talk in this conversation, so I'm going to give him permission to jump in and say something.
We'll see.
Okay.
I don't know if Kevin's,
if he's
Kevin's
there.
not
Kevin, you
really-
there?
Yeah, I'm here.
How you doing, buddy?
Hey.
I'm good. I'm listening. Yeah, I don't understand what the big deal is, really.
Kevin, when did you get an emotional support bro? You didn't tell us about that.
Well, yeah, I mean, a friend is a friend. He doesn't need a title or anything.
Well,
Well,
This is a little more.
sounds like
Why
you
would
gave him a title. You
Yeah.
called him your emotional support friend.
Yeah, and Kevin, you
Well-
brought him along on the date and didn't tell us.
For the whole time.
I mean, yes, he was there, but he was there for me.
Sure.
Sure, but
Hey.
Chelsea, do you see where he's coming from?
I guess. I mean, but you kind of have to put yourself in my shoes, Kevin. It's a little bizarre to just have a third person there without kind of giving the heads up why and not engaging really in the conversation.
Yeah.
Are you mad because he didn't laugh at your jokes and he just laughed at mine?
I'd be mad. That's a good question, guys.
Chelsea?
No, not really. I don't think I was particularly funny because I was kind of creeped out by the whole thing.
She's like, I told so many jokes and just what a bad crowd. Dead room.
Kevin, do you think that maybe you could have told her prior to the date that he was coming along?
Yeah, he's going to be around
I
us.
didn't need to tell her because he wasn't going to do anything. Like, he's just like wallpaper. He's just going to be there, for me.
Okay.
So what I think, Kevin, Chelsea is saying that it's hard for her to connect romantically with you.
I don't even mean romantically. I just mean as a person to person. It's just, it's hard.
Yeah.
Okay. Kevin, it's a little bit distracting.
Kevin?
Maybe
Kevin?
he's waiting for Charles to respond.
Wait, is Charles here? Charles, speak up right now.
So it's a little bit distracting, I guess.
There it is.
But like the thing is, I can tell him to do whatever I want. Does that make sense?
No.
Because I'm the one that's paying him.
You're paying him.
Oh, you pay
He's
him?
He's paying him? He's paying him.
I thought this was like kindness of his heart.
I mean, okay, yeah, he was technically not facing you for the time, but I mean, I could get him to like face the wall if you really wanted to.
No.
No, just don't bring him.
Yes.
Like,
Kevin.
Well, I do think that would be better. That's at least a good first step.
That's
Can we
even
agree on
more
that?
awkward, Kevin. No, I mean, a
I'm wear
lot of
blindfold.
people need
I forgot to
emotion.
tell him we left. Now he's just there the rest of the day.
A lot of people
Put a blindfold
need
and a ball gag. He can't see. He can't speak.
Perfect.
Can
yeah.
barely
Guys,
laugh.
both of you.
What?
Emotional support is totally normal and needed.
Absolutely.
But let's get you a dog or, you know.
yeah.
or an
But dogs can't
animal.
laugh at jokes.
Exactly, and it was a good date.
Or get him a
Exactly.
parrot.
Okay.
It
Let's
wasn't. Did you hear her?
It wasn't a good date. I am so sorry, y'all. I don't understand why this was even a conversation. It
Yeah.
was awkward and weird, and I've got to go. I hope you all have a great day.
Sorry.
Okay.
Thank you.
Sounds like you need an
Okay.
emotional support friend to
No,
deal with that.
Don't.
No, it sounds
That
like-
was a little.
She
Okay.
keeps having to go, and I think that's
Oh,
rude.
okay.
Yeah, it's
Kevin.
a sign,
That is rude.
Kevin.
She's not interested. And I don't know that you're going to find many that are interested when Charles has to be there with you.
Yeah,
Or
but
just-
a dog, a lot of women would be
Oh,
interested.
yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Dude.
emotional support for animals are kind of weird. I prefer people.
Okay.
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 Well,
then maybe get.
maybe just follow her home again and see if she changes her mind.
Jeff, stop.